in your bodies and in your mind. So today's a bit more of a gentle class. So I know the last two classes have been a bit tough, I think, on upper body and lower body. So this week, today, is going to be focused on flexibility. So just focusing on flexibility of your hips, the knees, shoulders, just basically, and the spine, and just basically anywhere in the body, everywhere in the body. So all over flexibility exercises today. So we will need a band, a stretchy band if you have one. Don't worry too much if you don't have one. What you can do is grab a pair of old tights. They don't mind ripping, so they're quite stretchy. So just a pair of tights would do, or an old t-shirt maybe, something that's got a bit of give. That would be great just for this session for today. Okay, so let's get moving, shall we? So we're just going to be starting on all fours, 4-point kneeling today. So we're going to start with the cat stretch, just to start getting some movement into the spine. So we're going to go from a pelvic tilt first, and then we're going to go into the full cat. I quite like doing it that way, just so you can really find that isolation of the spine, get as much movement into the lower back first, and then we'll move the rest of the spine. Okay, so you just come to your hands and knees. So again, just very quickly, just check the body's in the correct position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and just find that neutral. So lengthen the tailbone, and then head and neck is in line. And then we're just going to practice. So like I said, just going to isolate the spine. So we're just going to focus just on the pelvis and lower back. So I just want you to think about drawing your belly button in and then sending your tailbone back behind you without moving the upper back. And then you're going to hold it, and then you're going to return back to your neutral position. And then again, so you're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, lengthen your tailbone. Inhale and hold, and then exhale back to your neutral. So this is actually quite challenging, especially if the lower back's feeling a little bit tight today, and it does feel a bit restricting, can feel quite restricting, so don't worry about that. It's just trying to get any bit of movement, even just an inch is something, it's movement. It doesn't matter how big or small it is, it's still something, and it's better than nothing. Good, and then one more time. Good, and then finding that neutral. And now we're going to go into the cat. So now we're going to move both head and pelvis together. So we're going to draw the tummy in, your tailbone is going to lengthen, you're going to drop your tummy down, you're going to lift the chest, lift the breastbone, and look forward towards the end of your mat. And then we're going to hold it here, and then we're going to come into the angry cat. So again, we're going to move both head and pelvis and move both together and come into that nice curve in your spine. So we're trying to get an equal curve here, so try not to push too much up through the spine there. And then inhale and hold, and then exhale, go into your extended cat. So draw the tummy in, inhale, and then exhale into your angry cat. Do a couple more of these. And then we'll do one more in each direction. Well done. And then in your angry cat. And then finding your neutral. And then from there, just going to sit back, tailbone towards the heels, and then just let the head be heavy. Good. Okay, now from here, we're going to mobilise a little bit through your knees and your hips. So again, really help with flexibility for the knees. This exercise we're going to do next. So if you just come back to all fours. So this is particularly good for if you do find something like the resting position, child's pose, quite uncomfortable, or just feels really restricting. This is I highly recommend practicing this kind of pretty much every day, just to help loosen the knees up a bit. So just keeping the toes relaxed, keeping the spine long, and then just practice just sitting backwards, but maintain the length in that spine. So maintain that natural curve as you sit back, and then coming forward back to where you came from. So you're basically doing a hip hinge here. So draw the belly button in, and you're going to hinge back, maintaining the length of the spine, and then coming forward. And then again. Keep those abdominals lifted. Good. And again. Just one more time. Good, and then come back to where you came from. Okay, now this time we're going to do this again, but we're going to add, we're going to take the leg out to the side. So we're going to have the right knee on the floor, just take the left leg out to the side and away from you. So your heel is in line with the knee. Again, your hands are underneath the shoulders. Again, try and, well, you're not going to be neutral here because your hips are a bit, a little bit different. But from here, again, exactly the same. So you're going to sit back and you just get a bit of a deeper stretch into the inner thigh there, and then come forward back to where you came from. And then also you're still getting that practice of bending the knee in a certain way, bending your hip in a certain way, but just with one knee this time. So you got a bit more focus on that. Good. And if this is uncomfortable, do bend the knee back in, just go back to the previous exercise and just keep doing that. Absolutely fine. Good. One more time like this. Well done. And bring the knee back under. Good. Now I'm going to do this again, but I'm going to do it the other way because I don't have room. So again, the same thing. So upper leg, take the leg out to the side. Heels in line with the knee, and then again you've got the same thing. So take a breath in, breathing out, finding that stretch through the hips, inner thigh, and the knee as well as you come back, as you go back and forth. Sorry. Okay, I'm just noticing the difference on this side. Noticing the knee. It, and then do two more, and last one. Well done. Bending your knee, bring it back underneath the hip, and then now sit back into a resting position. And now just noticing any differences here now after you've just done all that for your knees and hips. Now just notice if it feels more comfortable. You might even feel like you're a little bit closer, tailbone's a bit more heavier towards the heels. Yeah, but just again, that little bit of movement can make a lot of difference. And if you did that every day, you just think how amazing that would feel in your body. And then just take one more breath. And then rolling back up. That's it. Good. Okay, now, coming into a seated position, this is where we're going to use the band. So we're now going to focus on your shoulders. So we're going to come into, again, you've got choices of where you have your legs. So long frog position, cross-legged, high kneeling if that's comfortable on your knees. Again, grab cushions, grab a yoga block, grab anything you need just to help support your neutral position, just to make yourself feel as comfortable as possible. So take hold of your band or your pair of tights, if you've got a pair of tights, leggings, whatever you have at home. And then just holding onto the band, so about shoulder width apart, and just yeah, take the arms up towards the ceiling. So palms facing forward. That's it. And then you're going to lift out your lower back, lift out your ribs, but make sure they're not flaring. And then when you're ready, you're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, you're going to bend your elbows, pull the band apart, and just bring your band to your forehead. So that's your cue to know they're in the right position. And then straighten your arms all the way back up. And then again, so you're going to bend, pull your elbows down, band to the forehead so it physically touches, and then comes all the way back up. And then again. Good. And then 2 more. And last one. Well done. And then just float the arms forward and down to rest. That's it. Good. Okay, now this time we're going to add an extension to that. So we're going to get some movement into the upper back. So I'm going to do it sideways on just so you can see what it looks like from the side from the spine. So again, isolating your spine, but the other way this time. So it's just the upper back. And then moving, holding the arms in position. So we're going to bend, pull your elbows down, hold this position. Now from here, just going to, again, think about lifting up through your chest, lift the breastbone, lift your eye line up to the ceiling as you go up and back. And again, it can feel really tight there. And then come forward, soften the breastbone, back to where you came from, and then straighten your arms all the way back up. And then bring them forward and down to rest. And then again, so you're going to lift your arms up above the head. You're going to bend, pull your elbows down and hold. Then we're going to draw the belly button in, lift the chest, lift the breastbone, lift your eye line as you go up and back. And then come forward. And then straighten. And bring the arms down. One last time. So maintain that length in the spine. Bend, pull your elbows down. And then into your extension of the upper back, and then come forward and down, and then straighten your arms, and then bring them forward and down to rest. Lovely. Okay, now we're going to do a full circle for the shoulders. So with the band, which is why we want a stretchy band, because we want to be able to pull on this as much as we can. But we're going to do like a full circle of the shoulders and the arms. So if you can, if you've got enough room, make sure you've got enough room. You're just going to inhale and you're going to lift your arms up. So you want your arms just a bit wider than shoulder width. And then you're going to pull on the band and then take your arms all the way back behind you. That's it. And then lifting your arms all the way back up and over and then forward and down. I absolutely love this movement for the shoulders. It feels so good for the shoulders, I should say. Shoulder one. And again. Good. That's it. And again, if you find it's uncomfortable with the band, or just uncomfortable taking your arms all the way around, if you take the band away and just keep the arms, just make it smaller, so just bring it more kind of in front of you, rather than taking it all the way back behind. So again, adapt if needed. That's it. Good. Maintain the length of the spine. And once more. Good. And then just rest those arms. Very good. Well done. And just put the band to one side now. So that's it really for the band. Actually no, I lie. I'm going to need it later. Just before we come down to the floor, just take your legs a little bit wider than hip width, and just going to internally and externally rotate. So you're just going to drop both knees over towards the right, and just move through the hips, and then come back to the centre, and then switch to the other side. And then again. Just noticing how that feels on your hips today. And then do one more in each direction. And then once you finish your last one, just come and lie down onto your back. So you're going to lie down on your mat, and we're just going to come into a hip circle. So I'm going to lie all the way down, arms down by your side, so feet and knees hip width apart. And then we're just going to lift your right leg into a single knee fold position. So to start with, we're just going to keep the legs small. So we're going to keep the knee bent, and just going to circle around the hip there. So always think about leading through the hip, not the foot, not the knee, and then go the other way. And then the whole time trying to remain stable in your pelvis, in your spine, as you rotate the hip. Good. 2 more in that direction. And then release the foot back down. Well done. We'll do the other side, so lift the other leg. And again, same thing. So you're just going to rotate through the hip. And just breathe. And again, think hip leading the movement, not the knee, not the foot. So the legs should stay the same shape. Now go the other way. Keep the pelvis and lower back still. Good. And then 2 more. And then rest. Well done. Good. Okay, now we're going to do this again, but now we're going to do it with your band. So, if you take hold of your band, your tights, your leggings, whatever you're using for today, you're going to lift the right leg away and place the band around the ball of your foot, and then take the leg up to the ceiling. Now you have an option to stretch the opposite leg away or bend your knees, so whatever's most comfortable for you. And then we're just going to practice your leg circle again. So we're going to take the leg across first, the midline of your body. Then we're going to take it forward and away from you, and then out to the side and then back to the middle. And again, we're really trying to keep that pelvis nice and stable. So engage through the abdominals, stabilize the body, use the supporting leg to help you. 1 more in this direction, and then we're going to go the other way. Good. And then 2 more. And then bring your leg to stillness, bend your knee and release the leg. Good. Yeah, hips should feel so much freer after all that. Okay, so now we'll do the other side. So again, place the band around the foot, send the leg up to the ceiling, pull your elbows down to the floor, stretch the opposite leg away if that's comfortable, or bend the opposite knee. And then again, when you're ready, take it across first, and then around. So it's really nice doing this with the band, so you can really let the leg be heavy and let the band support the leg a bit. It just feels nice. And then 1 more time, and then we'll go the other way. Good, keeping that pelvis still. And then 2 more. And then bring the leg to stillness. Bend your knee and then release the leg. Well done. If you just hug both your knees into your chest, just release those hips and then just gently rock from side to side. Just give your lower back a little massage. Well done. Good. And then when you're ready, just pop both your feet to the floor and you're going to roll over onto your side and then just push yourself up to sitting. And then we're going to come back to your 4-point kneeling position. So on all fours. So you've got your hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Find your neutral position, and when you're ready, tuck your toes under. We're going to come into the downward dog. So just lift your knees off the floor, push the hips up and back, send the heels down to the floor as much as you can, and then you're just going to bend your knees, walk your hands back towards the feet, and then just take a breath in, draw the belly button in, and just going to roll and then just restack your spine and come all the way up to standing. And you're going to inhale here at the top, and then you're going to exhale, and you're just going to nod, and you're going to roll back down through your spine. So roll downs, great, absolutely perfect for flexibility of the spine to help improve it, and just making you aware of where your stiffness is in your spine. Good. And again, inhale at the top, exhale, nod, roll down. Inhale at the bottom, exhale to coming up. Good, and then 2 more. And just notice now how your body is feeling. And again, just that little bit of movement. Doesn't require a lot of time. We've all got time to do it. Last one is just making ourselves do it, which I know is hard. Last time, and we're going to roll all the way back up. And you're just going to finish standing. And then you're going to turn, well, I'm going to turn and face the front. You're already facing the front. Feet to hip distance apart. So I'm just going to come into a little balance. So when you're ready, just going to rise up to the balls of your feet. So just going to lift both heels away and then lower back down. If you don't want to lift both heels today, just roll through the feet. So just lift one heel up at a time. Absolutely fine. Or again, if you need a wall, if you need a chair, just use that. Use whatever you have near you. So inhale and lift. So find that focus. So try and look at something in front of you. Good. And again, rising just to the balls of your feet. And lower, and 2 more. And last one. Good. And then you've got a little challenge for the end. Okay, with this time we're going to see if we can keep both the heels lifted. So you're going to rise all the way up to the balls of your feet. Hold it there, draw the belly button in. Take your arms all the way out to the side, all the way above the head, still balancing. And then rotate, push your arms all the way down, keep up on top of the balls of your feet. And then lower the heels back down to the floor. Well done everyone. Thank you for coming today. And I'll see you tomorrow.